Hello everybody, this is JT in the Big Toybox today, and we're going to look at a couple different diecast cars here. First thing we're going to look at is a 1 36th, I believe, scale 1955 Thunderbird from Kensmart. This one is like a really light, like a powder blue. Well, maybe more like a robin egg blue. As you can see, it has some really nice detail. It's got lenses, it's got logos, it's got a hood scoop. 1955 on the back there. It has opening doors. Most Kensmart do. The wheels are really nice design. They look like real, something that would be on a Thunderbird. You also got rubber tires, which all Kensmarts pretty much have. And you got some interior detail here, you know. So we can see that in there. Yeah, that's not too bad. But yeah, I like these little this scale and the 1/32 too. They're all pretty similar. They're all pretty close. Sometimes the Kensmarts are 135, sometimes they're 136, 132. It all depends, I guess, on the car, whatever they fits in the box at the time. These are mostly like pullback racers, which I don't really care much for that, but as you can see, it works. Anyways, I've had this one for a while. Kind of like this one. This one stays in the Ford collection here in the Big Toybox. The next one we're going to look at is a Welly, and I believe that this is a 1/32. It does not say. This is a Citroën, as you can see in the front. This is the 2 Chevaux. It's a little car, and when I first got this, I was kind of disappointed because it came in a lot of other stuff, like most of the stuff we have that's open, and it says Paris here on the side, and I wasn't overly impressed with that. But the more I thought about it, the more I figured, well, it is a French car, so it's fine that it says Paris on it. It says it on the hood. It even says it on the boot lid there in the back. You also got a little gas fill thing there in chrome, which is pretty nice. I mean, it's got open top, and I don't know if it's like the other Wellies where they make one with an open top and one with a solid roof or a closed roof. I think all the 2 Chevaux have this little rag top thing on them. But yeah, this is the Welly. On the bottom here, it you can't really see that. It should say Welly. That's upside down. Anyway, so yeah, there it is right there, Welly. And it says Citroën 2CV, which is, you know, French would be 2 Chevaux. That's what it's called. They also call this the Duck, I guess, because it's kind of like a cute little duck car. And it has taillights on the back too, and it's got lensed headlights in the front. So I mean, Welly did a really cool job with this. I've had this for a while here. I always keep this one up on display. I kind of like these odd French cars. Hopefully we'll do some more reviews of some other French cars here in the future. You know, maybe like Bugattis maybe. Of course, that's probably more Italian than French, but nowadays. But it is definitely a French car as well. Now this is the JDM car, Japanese car. This is the Mazda RX-3. I shot a video on this earlier, a shorter video. Probably has better picture quality than this camera here does, but this will just be a sit down so we talk about several different things at one time. A little more laid back. This one's from Jada. It's a 1/32. It has opening doors on it. It also has, it looks like right-hand drive steering. It's got these JDM style, like so we can get that there, racing wheels. It's got the 4 spokes. They're gold in the middle and chrome on the outside with the rubber tires, like always on these 1/32 Jada cars. Can't really see much of anything on the bottom there. It's pretty detailed for one of these cars. I think these run about $7. So I got this a couple of years ago. The paint on these things is awesome. There's a lot of Jada product that has really good paint that I really, really like. And Some of it I'm not interested in, but most of it I really like. I like a lot of their paint that they use. They use really nice paint on a lot of their product. Really good for the money. Then we got something different here. This here is a Hot Wheels. I don't know if this is called the Dragon Rod or not, but I just grabbed this off the shelf just to look at it for a second because I thought, wow, that's really bright. And this one's really, really wild looking. It's a Dragon Rod of some sort. It's got a gold colored engine, which that might not be coming through there, but it is gold colored. And we've also got wire wheels on this, which is one of the rarer variants. They have one of these, it's got a different type of wheel on it. I'm not sure what it is, but it's a different type of wheel, and it is extremely rare, and they seem to pay quite a bit of money for them carded. A loose, I really don't know. It may just be like having another toy or whatever off the card, but it's on the card, the one with the other wheel styles is pretty rare. You know, we've also got this one in blue. It's just another one that I put up with it because there's only two I've ever had of this casting, and it's got red eyes there. That's pretty neat looking. That's a pretty menacing looking dragon you got there on the thing. Kind of a plasticky looking engine there though. Not overly thrilled about that. Anyways, that's that one. On to the next Hot Wheels one that I got. We did a video on this earlier. This is the I Believe car. I also call this one the Alien car because if you see in the front, see if we can see that a little bit better than in the other video. It's got an alien in there in the front, and the top comes off. That's the special feature on this car. It has a clear base, which I mentioned earlier. Got some gray wheels on it. A lot of people aren't get into these things, especially Hot Wheels collectors, because these are a lot of fantasy cars. And right now we're just going to look at a couple different fantasy cars here, like the Dunosaur. Now, I did a blogger, I think it's called Blogger, on this. I wrote a blog about this car because I had intended to review this car in a quick video or a short to show it off, and I never really got around to it because everything kept falling apart or whatever when I was trying to do it. So I ended up writing about it, and the deal with this is that during the pandemic before, we would get cars that would come from Walmart, like mystery cars. They would just randomly throw them in our orders if we ordered stuff, and they'd deliver them. And this is one of those cars that I got. And I really didn't want this car. This is number 12, and usually the higher the numbers are on the mystery cars, the least collectible they are, it seems to be. The first three are usually chase pieces, and you rarely ever get those in sets that when they ship them to the house or they pick them out. But I only ordered one at a time, and I got this one, and I wasn't really thrilled about it. I was looking for some stickers to put on display, to work a display background or something, and I ended up opening this one. And when I opened it, I kept looking at it, and I thought, well, this is actually kind of interesting. Never been a huge fan of this, but then I sort of got into it more. I see it's got the little fan in the back there, and it's got a little tinted windshield. That's the engine cover is also included in that, so you can't really see any engine in it. And, it's ketchup and mustard colors, red and yellow, but I don't mind that. I think it looks pretty bright and catching. Of course, probably not on this camera. Anyways, that's the front, and it looks like that, and then the back looks like that. And I just think, the more I looked at this, the more I thought, well, this really is kind of a fun car, and it's got skid plates on the bottom. And that's the first time I'd ever seen that I can recall on a Hot Wheels car, is to have these skid plates, like for off-roading. Of course, it's got your off-road Hot Wheels type wheels on it, which is kind of nice for a fantasy car or whatever. But anyways, I wrote a whole thing on this, on how moved I was by how wild it was and how much detail they put. I mean, there's like little vents and things on this car. If you look at these, there's like... they got like mud or ice on the tires. I think it's mud. And then they've got like little vents on the back of the car. Yeah, see all this? I mean, they really went to town on this for something that most likely would be a small child's toy that really don't get that much look at. But it was definitely an inspiring fantasy car to make an exciting type thing on it. But, that's that, right? So let's see what else we've got here. Alright, this is going to be, I'm going to say this is like a 1/36 scale Mini Cooper. It's not a pullback racer. I don't even remember where I got this, but this is a newer style Mini Cooper. It's not in real bad shape. It looks pretty decent. Then we got the little Matchbox version of it right here. It's the same color, and it's almost the same car. Well, they're almost the same color. It's not too bad. Let's see if we can see them side by side. Not really. Right about, yeah, there you go. Anyways, but that's pretty much what we've got to look at right now. So I guess we'll just wait until next time and see you later. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Goodbye.